honest way. So I know how to shoot, I know how to fight. I tell you once, don't tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, a thief in the night, yeah. If I call you first, I know it's good, 'cause I know how to shoot, I know how to fight. I tell you once, don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet, a thief in the night, thief in the night, yeah. If I call you first, I know it's good, 'cause I know how to shoot, I know how to fight.
Yo, cool. What's the big old deal, man? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You too. Hey, catch this game, right? Nowadays, you gotta be prepared to not talk to people ever again in life. I'm not gonna hold y'all though, right? Catch this game. Nowadays, you gotta be prepared to never talk to some people ever again in life. See what I'm saying? Catch it though, right? You can't stay in the same spot forever. It's not gonna work. You gonna keep getting the same results. You can't stay in the same position forever. You won't grow. See what I'm saying? Begging for somebody validation, homie, will keep you at the bottom of the pool pit. You feel that shit when you see somebody pulling up in that new whip, right? You feel it when you see somebody pulling up with the jury on, whipping out that money on, and then you tapping your pockets and you can't feel nothing. They empty. Yeah, that's for a reason. Sometimes God won't help you get to the next level because you still looking for love in all the wrong places. A broken heart can't heal in the streets. You see what I'm saying? A broken heart can't make your home happy. You see what I'm saying? Everything you do is a choice and a decision. You choose if you go get some money today. You choose if you go stand on that counter and hang with your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? It's money everywhere. If you're not chasing the money, you not go get it. Some people wake up in the morning and say, look, man, I'm watching all these dudes on the internet. They selling content like they selling yay, like the dope gang. It was hard to make $10,000 in the streets, bro, when I was selling dope. So I know ain't nobody out there really selling big dope in the streets with cameras, undercovers, licenses. A lot of cats ain't doing that no more, man. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people do what other people don't want to do. And when they see you doing something that they don't want to do, and you ain't doing what they doing, they gonna be mad at you. You're gonna offend some people. Lame man. All that playing that internet. I ain't no internet. Y'all show watching. If you on Instagram, you posting pictures, you're internet. You know what I'm saying? If you're on TikTok, posting, watching it, you're internet. When you're not something, you don't watch it. You don't entertain it. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know what's going on because you don't get down like that. So, let's get to this content, man. Shout out to everybody that's finna pull up in advance. Don't forget to sub up. Hit the notification bell. Come throw a rock at a real one. All right, so we got Wack 100, Backdoors Big U, and tries to steal his development option program. This is extremely bad. Shout out to the P perspective, man. You feel me? For you content creators that's dropping it, when you get reaction channels like me and Rock and all the Slims and the Headface, man, that means you doing something good, bro. You feel me? You want reaction channels to react to your content because it brings y'all traffic. So yeah, let's get to the money on. Let's go.
100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't done nothing but a help to our community. But
all right, man. I gotta. It'd be crazy because you know what I'm saying, boy. As black folks, boy, we make stuff look good, boy. Somebody be like, "Oh, that's true." Nah, man. Listen, bro. We got to take accountability. Whatever's going on is a you problem. Despite if Wack is trying to backdoor you, it's still a you problem, bro. You see what I'm saying? The most important thing y'all got to realize is who you let around you, who you give your access to your life. The most important decision you make the most important decision of your life is who you let be around you. You see what I'm saying? Because your partner for 30 years could switch up on you today. Yeah, that nigga switch up on you. Yeah, look what happened. Look, you trusted the nigga Wack. He switched up on your motherfucker, didn't he? Look at him. Yeah, don't give me that. Hey, yeah. Thought you had a friend, did you? You see what I'm saying? What could happen tomorrow could happen today. You see what I'm saying? You got to watch who you get access to your life. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody is not literally in your life because they like you. Nah, nigga, they see you got light inside of you. You see what I'm saying? And darkness is attracted to the light. Tell them, Nina, darkness is attracted to the light. That's why you got a lot of people that's coming around you. Oh, you thought you was special or something? Oh, you thought you was important? Wait a minute. You thought, you was a real one, huh? You thought, I'm a real. Look at all these niggas around me. I'm a real one. Nah, nigga, darkness is attracted to the light. And catch this down, nigga. Even your shadow leave you in the dark. You feel me? That's why the dark always trying to stand behind you when the sun is out. You feel me? You look down on the ground, you see your shadow. You will see your shadow. You feel me? But go step in the dark. See nothing. Let that marinate, let that penetrate on somebody's brain, man. Make sure y'all sub up if y'all rocking with one of the hardest YouTubers that's out there. Let's get it.
I guess it is what it is. This is the price of being black, trying to help somebody, trying to help your community, and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like it and then go on the internet and do what the want to, and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Because I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man.
This is why he should have never did this video, right? It's because the fact when you said you ain't did nothing, and look at all this content came out, nigga, they got 20,000 audio calls of you running your mouth recklessly, admitting to the stuff that you did, but you prematurely, you didn't even know what they had on you. You like, I ain't did nothing. Yeah. Go mouth, shut your mouth and shut your ass, boy. Jingling, stop pitching wool on the job. My name jingling. Yeah, jingling. Yeah, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. Yeah, you ain't did nothing wrong, man. You see what I'm saying? Look, catch this though, right? Those audio calls is extremely crazy. Man, you was running your mouth so much. Now the world get to see the real boogeyman. You feel me? And it's just crazy because it's always been like that. The boogeyman always want to portray as bystanding citizen. You know what I'm saying? Just a perfect mentor. You know what I'm saying? But then shit, when ain't nobody looking, that nigga coming out, nigga like Ghost, nigga, and blow your kneecaps off. And tie up his shirt and go back in the club and shake hands and speak articulately. You know what I'm saying? And proper. You know what I'm saying? Nigga eating fish eggs and caviar and cigars and aged whiskey. You know what I feel me? Yeah, man. Come on, bro. This a you problem though, man. You did it to yourself, bro. You can't persuade everybody. People got their own minds, their own opinions. They pay their own phone bills, and look what happened. People just waited, and then they seen all the shit that you was doing behind closed doors. It was gonna come out. So it sounded like you wanted nobody to listen and follow your direction, so people don't have to catch was all the shit that was gonna come out. We got to do better, black people. Let's go.
They done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my window, and calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option?
I had a conversation this morning about gangsters. Who's the gangsters? And they saying, and I said, well, the internet. They like, ain't no gangsters on the internet. I said, no. Y'all call people internet gangsters, so we gotta include them. And sad to say that the ones on the internet are getting more money than the gangsters on the streets. The ones on the internet got a louder and bigger voice and more reach than the gangsters on the streets.
And you know what? Now I cannot deny that. I cannot disclaim that, because guess what? Back in the day, the streets had the biggest voice. It was the biggest voice, and it could travel from hood to hood. But this internet game have took it globally, international, domestic. You see what I'm saying? You got people from Australia, Poland, London, Dubai. You got, you know what I'm saying, Morocco. You got, come on, France. You know what I'm saying? Poland, Norway. You know what I'm saying? Greenland. You got people, man. It's so bigger, bro. And just the streets is still small-minded, like as if the streets' opinion only matter. But the internet is saying, hey, we paying y'all. Focus on us. What the streets is putting in y'all pocket? Are y'all feeding y'all kids in the streets? No, we want to hear you speak. So speak, nigga. And the internet is winning. I don't know when the streets is going to catch up and say, damn, nigga, our voices is not that big anymore. Only thing it's going to be is, all right, come fight me, come show me that I'm, that nigga like, well, shit, nigga, come fight me on the internet then. And it's true. I believe a lot of content creators is making way more money than a nigga on the streets. You cannot deny the fact that that's the streets. You're doing it illegally. You know, you have to rob somebody, poison somebody, and you know, and that's just the reality of it. But the internet, nigga, is totally legit. Nigga, you legit. You can walk into a bank and ask for a credit loan, show how much money you making off of YouTube, or you know, you could fix your credit. You know what I'm saying? You can start buying shit. You can go buy that new car, that new jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You can do things for your, you know, your life. It's just that what it is. You know, in the streets, it's like, shit, this is dope money. How you count for that? You see what I'm saying? You can't, nigga, over anything over 10,000, nigga, it's gonna be a flag. So I gotta agree with Wack on that. All right, nigga, I hear you, boy. Let's go.
The ones on the internet are traveling the world with passports.
I got more steps in my passport than you. That's a fact.
I say that to say this, youth. The only people that want you in the streets are the older individuals that failed to find a way out of the street.
Wow, that's deep.
If you are going to ignore or turn your back on anything and anybody, ignore and turn your back on anything in the streets that's trying to get you to follow in their footsteps. Now, you ask yourself, Wack, why do you say this? All right, cool. You looking at a dude, he ain't got no hands. He missing a leg. And he tells you, you ask him, hey man, how did you get like that? And he tells you, come on, let me show you. Do you want to follow him? You want to look up and you got an eye missing, a leg missing, and an arm missing? No, you go the other way. Today, fewer young people are committing crimes and being arrested or entering prisons. See, we need to applaud that. This matters because youth offenses, this matters.
All right, so you know, I gotta keep it real. You feel me? I gotta keep it real. That message right there, how can anybody, any real ninja that's trying to touch this near long money deny that, right? Because I always say in the streets, in order to be somebody, you gotta commit violence. You feel me? You gotta be with committing violence. If you want to become somebody in gang culture, you don't become somebody unless you're willing to be violent, create violence, and be really willing to stand on doing life behind it. No hesitation. Straight up in it. 2 feet in. You got to be willing to commit violence. And you better believe, I'm not talking about you knock somebody out. I'm talking about, yeah, somebody mama standing over a casket crying about their son. You better be with that. And ain't no acting iffy. You see what I'm saying? You better be 2 feet in. Or get your mark ass in that back seat. Hey, throw that nigga in the trash can. That nigga ain't like us. Some of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, this is some positive that he talking about. All right, you feel me? I know this nigga, Wack. Oh, nigga, shut up, nigga. You're saying some real shit now, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this backdooring shit, yeah, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. But yeah, there's some positive shit for these youngsters. Let's go.
Meaning the number of people that are in jail have historically served as the primary input to the incarceration system, which means if they get you to go into jail at 12 like I did, there's a good chance when you get out, you'll come back at 13, 14. Then you'll get out, you'll come back at 16, 17. Then you'll get out, you come back at 19, 20. And then by 22, you get a life sentence of 50 years, which contributes to the increase over the overall prison system. And this just isn't California. This is in the United States. The result is measurable. Since 2009, the U.S. prison population has been in steady decline. It is now on pace to drop to about 600,000 incarcerated individuals, according to updated projection from Keith Humphreys. Prior to that, it was 1.6 million. So we went from 1.6 million in 2009 to 2025, 16 years later, to 600,000, which is a 65% type of drop. The long wave of crime and punishment that defined late 20th century America is breaking. A different statistical reality is now taking its place. All right. We need to applaud, and I repeat, our youth. Hey, it ain't perfect, but it's on the right track. Again, you, listen to me. When you hear me say on par road, that's a part of me with who I am and where I come from, right? That's not the part you listen to. That's just a habit forming thing because that's where I come from.
Yeah.
Right? But when you hear me say I don't gangbang, and I haven't gangbanged for multiple decades, that's the part you listen to. Right there. You listen to that part. Look, if it's a group of people over there and they hanging out and they dressed in colors and those people are getting the attention of others in that immediate circle, don't worry about it. maybe that circle ain't from you, ain't for you. Like today is 4th of July. I can do it in my backyard. I can go to one of my artist homes. I can go to one of my buddies' yachts down in Newport Beach. I got different circles that if I want to attend or have the company of, I can go these places. Always keep your options open and close the doors to those options. That will minimize you having options.
And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, it was actually about Wack. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you have something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets.
Now, you feel me? He is now finding everybody's guilty for having their own minds and thoughts. Now, this is why I got to keep it real. That's the way people used to handle things in the streets. Times have changed. Times have changed. Laws have changed. Rules and regulations have changed. Requirements have changed. So some shit gotta update too. You feel me? I'm not mad at some of these dudes, man. You feel me? Because shit, they got eyes, their ears, a mouth, they got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else. And it ain't who could whip who could have the best opinion no more. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. See, I'm just reacting to the content, y'all. I didn't see the content. I'm watching it with y'all, so y'all know where I'm at with it. Let's go.
Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI.
I've been manipulative, slick, evasive, intelligent, silent, exciting all my life. Whatever button I want to push. Y'all see the imprint? You see the wear on this? The wear? Been in my back pocket for a while. Thank you, appreciate it. Got us go 2 more glasses of wine? Don't tell nobody.
The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help.
Man, that's cold because you know what? You know, you cannot think Wack didn't have nothing to do with helping that man get locked up. Wack realized once you put Big U in power, I honestly believe that Wack 100 has something to do with putting Big U in power. And once he realized that Big U got too big for his britches, you know what I'm saying, and he wasn't going to be able to stop, and the people that he put Big U on, they just happen to like him. Plus, he's a bigger guy, and they see he has real power. You know what I'm saying? Wack is a smart man. And it's a thinking game. And I always believe the smartest one is going to always beat the physical one. You see what I'm saying? Because the game is 60% mental, 40% physical. So, you know, this is a fact, and it's been proven. Look, between the war between Wack and Big U, who y'all think won? Wack 100 won. He was able to outthink him, outsmart him. Now, who will win a fight between Wack and Big U? It's a brainer. No brainer. Big U will smash Wack 100. All right, cool. So it's a yin and a yang. Okay, boom. May the best man win. Instead of him actually taking it to a physical altercation, he beat him with his mind. You see what I'm saying? And I gotta respect that. But the fact that nigga was your brother, Wack, this was somebody you shared your family with. This is somebody that, you know what I'm saying, he gave you access to his life. And because you couldn't beat that nigga with power and being a real gangster, you haven't gangbanged in so many years. This man been out here, nigga, they seen his control. Who you think they gonna fuck with more? A nigga who actually run his whole hood? Or a nigga that, you know, gotta call twos and fuse to make some shit happen? They just decided to run with him because they see he had the real muscle, the real power, and you were working with powerhouse people who already had money. So you were no longer valued. This nigga could make shit happen. He could bring protection. You see what I'm saying? So I get it. You wanted them out of there. You got them out of there. And Big you wasn't paying attention. You didn't see it coming. Let's go.
Help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This is the price of being black, trying to help somebody, trying to help your community, and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you, and then go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to, and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in, though, because I ain't did nothing. The fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option?
Now let's talk about options. Man, I'm sitting around. I ain't got nothing to do. I can't get a job. The economy is screwed. Go to the military. You 18. Bro, go to the military. I believe the little, first couple months you'll get through it. Think about it. It's women in the military. If that female could get through basic training, so can you, right? Go do you a 4-year stint, see the world, get paid. We fight wars different now. You get what I'm saying? Come out the military with all your credentials, with medical benefits. And then if you want to go to the police academy or you want to continue to go to school, you can go to school while you're in the military.
Wack said he was going to destroy developing option, right? So who going to replace developing option? So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who going to cooperate. That's what the play is.
I'm not telling you not to go into the nursing field or not to be a brain surgeon or have ambitions of being a doctor or a lawyer or a fireman. What I'm saying, if you're sitting around and you're 18 years old today, and when you step outside your doors, you pled dope dealing, killing, gang banging, prostitution in the streets. I'm telling you, give yourself a better option. Give yourself a better option. Give yourself a better option.
Wack said 100 times he was going to take my contracts. He working with the FBI. Wack said he's going to destroy developing option, right? So who going to replace developing option?
Calvin. He said that's not an option. I don't know why. I've seen at least 10 to 12 youngsters through the military, and they're all home. Maybe 2 of them dropped out, but the majority of them are home. They're making 6 figures. They got their security clearances. They're working at Boeing. They're working here. Some of them into law enforcement, so on and so forth. Right? Unfortunately, us as black people, we don't have a lot of resources to say, hey, you just got out of high school, let me get you a job. We don't have that. A lot of us is still struggling to find a way ourselves. You get what I'm saying? We just don't have it. It's not there. So I'm saying buy yourself some time. Don't sit here on the street and next thing you know, you rolling a blunt. The next thing you know, you in the garage playing video games and one of your buddies say, man, we got this pill, some women coming by, man, we finna turn up, and you pop a pill and just your luck, your first time trying this, and I've seen this in my own neighborhood, this pill is laced with fentanyl. And next thing you know, you unalived yourself. At the tender age of 18, 19, 17. No, weigh your options. Weigh your options. Weigh your options. Any man that's telling you to do anything that he did that led him down the wrong path is the man that you want to get rid of. And you can learn something from this individual, right? Because you can always learn something from an idiot. How not to be an idiot. That's what you learn from an idiot. How not to be an idiot. Gang banging is very real. There's no future in gang banging. There's no retirement plan in gang banging. There's no uplifting of your family or your children. There's no real education in gang banging. Gang banging is there for people that made the wrong decision. Is that what Wack means by when he says he doesn't gang bang? Exactly. My first step is towards making the right decision. See, when you gang banging, you're restricted to the decisions that you can make. You have to make the decisions that's established by the gang bang. Whether you agree with them or not, whether you think it makes sense.
All right, so I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. He's saying some motivational type ish, you know what I'm saying? But then he get into it with these niggas on pyro. I operate like the 80s, blood and all that. I ain't buying that shit. You gotta really move like this, right? But at the same time, the fact that he's willing to put this out, maybe it could catch somebody's ear that really want to hear, man, and it could go a certain way. But look, y'all being great, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you rock with Nina Boy, man. We got more content on the way. Sub up if you really rocking with me. And I'll see y'all in that video. Let's go.
I know how to shoot, I know how to fight. I tell you once, don't tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, the thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you,